Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Today I'm just going to be doing a follow-up video on my how to replace a tap washer from last week, or how to fix a dripping tap, I think it was called. Today I'll show you how to use a tap reseating tool. They're not very difficult to use, but there's a couple of little tricks. You can just pick up these from the hardware or the plumbing supplies. They come with both a 1/2 inch or 12 millimeter cutter and a 3/4, or I think they say 19 millimeters. Today I've got a outside garden tap, and I'll show you how to reseat that. None of my taps inside need reseating, so there's no point in me mucking around with them for no purpose. This is just a spare tap. Got one in the box in case I spring a leak somewhere or just need to quickly replace a tap. So I'll just take the 1/2 inch cutter off the front there and put the 3/4 inch one on. They just screw on. Don't need to do them up tight because we're turning against the thread. We'll just take that off there. It's already a bit loose. You can see that washer on top there is already stuffed. I've got a spare one there that almost fits. I might have to dig through my other supplies to find one there, or ram that one back on. We'll see. The washer is just inside here. See how it's got a groove worn around in there? That means the washer's worn out and it's probably going to leak. I don't have another 3/4 washer here. All my stuff in my spare tap fixing kit are all 1/2 inch. So what I can do, rather than drive to town, let's just take that one off there. You can see it's got a little lip on there. The other side hasn't been used yet, that's still plain. So I'll just pop that back on there again, like that. And we're good to go. Trouble is, next time I'm going to come along here and say, let's just turn that over, and I'll find the other side's already worn out. That surface down in there, at the bottom there, is where that washer seats. Oops. So if you look down in there, that goes down like that, and when I screw the tap down, it just pushes that down into the seat and no water can come out. The only passage is in through there and up out of the tap. So once that washer's jammed down in there, water can't go anywhere. Once we undo the thread on the spindle, the water just runs straight through that way and out the tap. Not very complicated. There's one trick that I like to use. If I just put this down in there now and start grinding away, I'll get lots of chatter marks where it makes grooves and marks all the way around. There's an easy way to stop that. Just cut yourself a little piece of rag. You don't need very much. Something with a little bit of thickness to it that you can poke down in the hole there. That's just a bit of t-shirt, but it's double-sided there, so I'll double thickness. Poke that down in there. I'll get a little bit of Vaseline. Same stuff you saw me using the other day. That way, if any of it's left in there and we decide to drink out of the garden hose, we're not going to get grease and stuff down our intestines. So as you wind this one up, it shortens the length of the middle part. You pop that down in there until you get just this thread just starts to take up there. It's a big wedge, so you're not going to get it much. I think my rag's doubled over. Make that a bit smaller. Like that. Just so it covers the seat. Got a bit of Vaseline on there. Just get that started in there, like that. That should hold that nice and square. And as we wind this one down, it screws the cutter down onto the seat. You'll feel it take up. And as we turn, it slowly cuts through the rag, so I'll just keep the pressure on there. Go a little more. And you'll feel it start to cut. Yeah, I can feel it now. It doesn't need much. You don't want it to bite in too much. Let's see how that looks now. The trick with this is knowing when to stop. You'll see it's cut a little bit of brass through that, straight through the rag there, which is what we want. And if we look down in the hole now, you'll see the seat is nice and shiny. There's a couple of little marks there. I might just see if I can make it a bit smoother. We don't want those sort of axial lines that scratch across the seat. And we'll put a little bit more Vaseline on there so it slips nice and smooth. Put a rag back down in there. It'll sit in a different place than before. Tighten that one up. If you get the chance, just practice on an old tap before you go and do the ones that are cemented into the walls. There we go, it's cutting now. Let's see how that went. Yeah, that's much better. That down in there now. That should seal up perfectly once I screw down the tap spindle onto that. You might wonder why you don't just buy a new tap. For an outside tap, sure, just go and buy a new one, they're cheap. But if you don't like throwing stuff away, wasting money, you can repair them. If your taps are cemented into the wall, it's a big job to get them out and retile if it's a bathroom or a kitchen. So knowing what one of these does is pretty handy. One of the tricks is not to lose the other cutter when you're using a different one. So I just normally tie it on, so when it's kicking around in my shed somewhere in a box of stuff, these bits are always together. And that little rag trick makes all the difference. So now put it back together. We'll pop the washer in there. While I'm here, I noticed the washer, or the O-ring from here, is missing completely. So you can get spare ones of those as well. I had one out before, but it's been taken up. So there's one. Hopefully it's the same size as the one that came off there. So that goes back in there like that. And we can screw the tap handle back in there. Won't hurt to put just a smidge of Vaseline on there. Screw that back out. If you want to take this spindle right out, you have to knock it out of the handle, but I'm not going to knock it out today. It's going all right. So we wind that, with the spindle screwed up, we wind that back in. Actually, I'll just put that washer back on at the moment because I don't have a better one. I could go to the hardware, or I could just tunnel that out a little bit. So screw that in there. I need to clamp the shit out of it. Now that goes down like that, and that'll seal up when you get to the bottom. I think I know now why this tap was taken out of service. The thread in this spindle has had it. So what I'll do for now is I've got another old tap here. done up tight. Not sure if this one's the same size. It's not. That one's a 1/2 inch, so that won't work. So that one didn't have a washer in it. But this spindle is okay. I can just put that one in there. And that's it. Just for a bit of fun, I'll just clean up this and shine it up a little bit before I put it back into stock. There we go. Come out alright, looks like new. No need to throw that out. Anyway guys, I think we can call that fixed. That clamps off nicely. I'll put that back into storage now and pull it out next time I have a problem with an outside tap. Thanks for watching. If you've watched this far, give us a thumbs up and we'll see you on the next one. I can't really see you. People sometimes ask me if I get kangaroos around my place. And the answer is yes. There's a couple out there. They're pretty timid, you can't get close to them. I've got the dogs with me at the moment, so they'll run off in a minute, or hop off as they do. It's a mother and a joey.